social beings. How are we all doing? I am alive and well, and I feel like I need to say that I am alive and well because it has been a really intense period of time for me. The 7/7 portal that occurred on the 7th of July, just gone, was a really intense period of time for me. I've spoken to others from the collective and I've seen what's going around synchronistically, and it has been overwhelming. It has been a major life-changing force and shift into who are you really, who do you want to be in this lifetime. I say those words all the time, but more importantly, it's about looking at your inner child, your inner self, and kind of what blockages exist. Yeah, if you're on a spiritual journey and you're all about enlightenment and love and light and all of that kind of stuff, vibrations, energy, higher consciousness, then we're always being challenged and encouraged to evolve and listen to our kind of energy and chakras and push through any forms of limitation that may be blocking us. And the revelations that we have to go through over and over again, it's like, is this gonna stop? Like, all of us on the journey, yeah, we're pursuing more, yeah, we want more, we're gonna just go and go and go and give our whole vibration to the divine. Yeah, immerse ourselves in what we believe is our highest consciousness in the now moment. Sit in the shadow, talk with the ego, try and find resolution with the ego, just to become one with self. Now, I speak about all of this because, I mean, health is everything, energy is everything. I've been screaming optimal energetic health, right, for a while now. Just what is our optimal health? Lots of conversations around what optimal health is, how we maximize our energy. And this shift really challenged me. I also had a blood test and I had a few deficiencies. Iron, always anemic. I needed some folic acid, some vitamin D. And I've kind of started to take all of that, integrate it into myself along with the love and light that I knew I needed. And then suddenly we've opened the floodgates of emotions that I didn't really know existed before. Stuff that I've been sitting on, inner child stuff as well. And what the 7/7 portal really said to me in that moment was, your heart chakra needs cracking open. You need to be receptive and open. So much of my content on YouTube, when I've been doing radical self-love and giving out activities to the collective about what we could do to really look at our relationship with self more and love ourselves more radically at times where self-sabotage and destructive behaviours want to encringe on what should be so easy, which is just existing and loving self in a peaceful, holistic way. You're kind of left with, why isn't that possible, right? Why can't I just love myself so effervescently? What is all this stuff churning up inside of me that appears to be unresolved? So, what do I say to that without dying at the road that I'm about to cross? Give me a second, guys. This is a bit unorthodox today, but I haven't really spoken to you all, and I just felt like it would be a nice thing to do. We're hella busy out on the roads, as you can see. And we're not even in YouTube angle, we're actually in, I mean, not in Instagram angle, we're in YouTube angle. I mean, damn. We can flip it real quick. Take a look at this sexy cyborg just doing what she does, you know. All the streets looking at me, but they always be looking. Hi guys. Okay, we push through. Right, I'm going for a really long walk today. Cleanse my energy, cleanse my soul. I've been doing it all week. Dying. Should fall onto the pavement and just crumble and die at the level of. Should we be real for a minute? Let's do the Ralph Smarts. Oh, so. That's not even what he says, I can't remember it, but it is what it is. It is not easy. The 7/7 portal, this is the message the divine gave me. Hear this one, right? I'm going to sit here and talk to you for a minute because my arm's going to get tired and I've got about 1.5 miles to go down the road. So let me take a spot anywhere in the divine, because we're on Greenland and I've never actually sat here. Oh, right. Let's have a little moment, shall we? Let's take it at a better angle. Yay, greenery. Okay. Let's just take a minute, right? If you are engaging with this, then please do hit the like. Love and light to you. It would be gorgeous if you were willing to share your ascension journey in the comments. Talk about your experience over the last week with the 7/7 portal, because what the divine has shared with me is that the portal opened on the 7th of July, as it always does, right? And they said that there is now a window for 2 years for all the collective consciousness that are sharing that same vibration to come through the portal. Yeah, in my head I'm getting unite, but I'm getting that in regards to the organisation Unite. I'm getting it more in regards to this massive evolutionary shift that's going to occur in 2024, and in order for that shift to really take place, unique individuals need to be able to independently walk through the portal with a higher consciousness and an awareness of who they are at the core, separate to the wider world, separate to all relationships that they have, but then in that intrinsic knowing that we are still all aligned. So it was really, really profound, and it was just like, whoa. If we are not going through the portal, and whoever doesn't make it into the portal by 2024, they're actually dead. Soul death, inner death, like what the world is going to become, where we are going as a collective. Oh my gosh, if you don't choose to align to your higher self now, the future isn't going to be really fulfilling for you. And I say that like feeling like I'm some massive doomsday theorist sometimes, and I'm like predicting the apocalypse, but it's not that, because a lot of this stuff no one will even realize on the surface. No one really acknowledges the fact that we're deeply ingrained into the matrix, and no one also really acknowledges that this is somewhat a fucking apocalypse lifestyle in relation to those who are woke and those who are not woke. Like, this is the rude thing that I always do in my mind, never to anyone specific, but I always think of the world as the spiritualist and the higher evolved beings. They're the ones that are still alive. So say this is Walking Dead, they're still alive, they're still walking around and existing and being. I mean, they're fighting off the biters, the energy vampires. They're fighting off the dark matter. They're collecting up herds of dark energy and just fucking getting rid of them. Right? As a consciousness, we are all, as a higher consciousness, we are repeatedly trying to move away from darker energies, right? Negative elements of self. So, in my mind, it's like, if you are not woke, and I hate the word woke because it means so much different stuff to so many different people, but to me, if you are not consciously seeking higher evolution over and over again, if you're not seeking and searching, you're not desiring to evolve, become, and be more than you currently are, then you're dead. That's sort of, I don't even care. Ricky Gervais on. I don't care. You're dead. You've got to be dead inside. That means, what are you doing? What are you doing every day that you live in Britain? You're just here. You're just here. You're just spending money, walking, talking, eating. For what purpose? What are you eating for? What are you sleeping for? What are you going to work for? What are you fucking paying bills for? You're not even living. I'm getting angry inside. You're not even living. But I mean, come on, that's how I view it. So I'm going to keep going on this walk, and I'm going to get half a mile in and probably come back and say some more stuff that comes to my mind. But for now, I mean, just accept that this is for me more than you guys, because I'm just processing. I always like to leave with a moral and sum up the kind of experience, but I mean, I've just got to be honest. The week I've just gone through is like a week I've never had in my whole entire life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's just taken a real toll on me personally, and I know I'm not the only one. And I've had some beautiful souls that keep me alive. If you know that is you, and you are one of those souls that continues to keep me alive by your support, specifically on WhatsApp voice notes, then thank you for being that in my life. And I mean, I don't want to get all sentimental, because it wasn't even last week that I got this sentimental, it was the week before, where I really started to look at social media and value what it's done for my life. I always value social media. I research and really dig into social media and all of its aspects. I mean, I'm out here being a pioneer for Web3, let's be real. I'm a savage in the game. But it's a situation of, you have to go out and seek and search the people that are part of your collective. Do you get it? Are you part of this collective? What is your collective? You have to be willing to leave old energies, old people, old places, old situations behind, because hear this now, we're going to come back to the zombie apocalypse side of stuff, right? And it's a situation of what I get in my head all the time. When you keep going back to old social groups, old connects, old people that you fucks with, that's fucks you over, or that ain't in your vibration, ain't on your vibration, full stop, they're not aligned to you and your purpose, then boy, what are you doing with them? You might as well be in Walking Dead and be one of those stupid fucking characters in Walking Dead, like Herschel, who locks all the zombies in the barn because he doesn't want to kill them. And it's like, oh, my wife's in there. Your wife died a long time ago, my friend. Open up the zombie door and bust her in the head. Put everyone to rest. No. You're going to wait for the barn to be overrun and then all the zombies to come out and then eat you and attack you, nearly take off your life, or potentially kill you and take away your life, take away your higher consciousness. Do you know how easy it is? Oh my God. Do you know how easy it is to be in the wrong environment, the wrong social circle, the wrong situation, whereby immediately all of your fucking hard work and dedication to your higher self, to your higher consciousness, to evolution and growth, suddenly a motherfucker comes in, whoop, takes your vibration down from a 10 to a 1, and then you've got to rebuild that on your fucking own. And then you've got to think about all your whole lifetime, how much work you've been putting in to enhance your vibration and improve your life, and then to let someone immediately come in out of nowhere and just wipe that shit clean, make you start again. Do not get scratched. I'm getting aggy now. Do not get scratched by the zombie. Do not make that motherfucker bite you, because there are loads of people out here walking around with missing limbs, missing bits of their energy and aura, because they've had to chop off parts of their limbs just so they could stay alive. They've had to sacrifice parts of their energy just to stay alive. You hear the point, right? You know when a zombie bites someone here and then quickly they get the belt out and they're like, oh my God, we've got to take this whole leg off. If you want to survive, this whole leg's got to go. If you want to survive, your hand's got to go. We've got to take this off if you want to survive. That's what it's like out here. If you want to survive in this ecosystem, in this social circle, in this group, then do you know what? We're going to have to cut that bit of you off, because they've already fucking eaten it. Mean to look at the world like that and people like that. Also quite controversial for me to be sitting here as a shaman, a guru, spiritual life coach, as well as a fucking pioneer for Web3. I mean, there's no limitation on what we can be in this lifetime, moreover, what we can do. But it's a situation of knowing that for yourself, raising your vibration high enough to know that. When I first came into the arena as well, I've been talking about moving in this direction for a long time, and I've had not so much resistance but reluctance from people in the spiritual community. They're like, I don't see how you could even begin to try and bring spirituality in alignment to such heavier corporations and business styles, because actually the ideologies of spirituality that you're preaching about are so rooted in such a lesser stature, a lesser vibration, less acknowledgement. Like everyone seems to think that spiritualists have got to stay humble and stay in the hut at the back, making no money and no bread, and just sit and live in content with everything they've got. Look at me, right here, right now on the earth. I couldn't be any more content if I tried. But I mean, what's purpose? Yeah? What's self-discovery? What's self-discovery on a grander scale? Especially in relation to where we are right now in 2022, when we know what's happening with the World Wide Web and the evolution of meta. Not only the evolution of meta, the evolution of technology overall. How much do I talk about stuff like the evolution of trade? How much more shall I speak about the evolution of industrial revolution? Like, let's just say there is a revolution coming. And you know what's so nice is so many people from the spiritual community who I haven't really had the time to speak to because I have been immersed in the corporate lane, digging around. But actually when I start just really starting to balance out my energy and just check in with the collective and all the spiritual eco-pods around the world, it's like, oh shit, you lot have all heard too. You lot have all heard this little rumour about the start of time, new time. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. And then it gives you a little kick up the arse, and it's a reminder that, okay, as a collective, we are moving, we are evolving, and what was ordained for us in regards to how we be and exist and how we behave is coming to an end at this time, because now the spiritualists, the spiritually inclined, the vibrational warriors of the world are actually ingraining their vibration into matter in such intrinsic ways. I see spiritualists moving, and I don't even say this as a negative way. When I say this, I get that little oh my god, burnt at the stake energy, a little bit of fear in regards to, oh my gosh, if we share too much, we're gonna get everyone's going to get the pitchforks out for us. But we've actually broken that karma. We've broken those ancestral curses. It's allowed to be spiritual, and you're allowed to own your spiritual identity in any environment that you're in. Spiritualists are walking into corporate lanes all over the gaff. Businesses, and so much more. Enterprises I'm getting as well. And it's not like a combative energy. It's not a fight. It's like, in my head, I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, they're coming in with such nuance, such difference, such uniqueness, such diversity. Like, I'm a froth at the mouth for diversity, me. So the fact that I know that the whole collective is being so diversified, and what each team across the world and in corporations is looking like, it's like, oh my God, I live for this. This is what the world should be. And this is such a level up of what we need. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here, guys, and I'm just going to scream to you about the 7/7 portal, right? We've all got, as a collective, until the 7th of July 2024 to really continue. It's not even about shedding anymore or shredding, because I've got that in my head. Shredding the old self. So many of us will be shredding the old selves, but many of us will just continue to what word is that? I can see it in my head. Let me find the word, guys. Stay with me. It's okay. We're talking about succumbing to the true self. It's just succumbing to it. That's what I went through last week. You just have to succumb to the new self, who you really are. Insecure, like, and please don't beat yourself up. This is the conversation I've had with beautiful souls. We're doing amazing things. We've got beautiful divine beings coming out, owning their identity as witches. Such gorgeous indigenous stories I heard as well last week from the divine witch that I know, who's just standing in her power, owning her identity. So much more shifts going on across the collective as well, in regards to politics and political agenda, government controls, but how we make that something that is healthy and incentivized, you know. And I don't want to speak on too much out of turn because my BFF is going to write some interesting stuff about this in the next piece of Hermitology. But I'm losing my train of thought because there's so much going on, and I just see it all coming into focal point and a nice clear view of it. And I just want to send love and light to the collective. There is a moral though. But I can't think of it, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go and leave it here, and then I'm going to come back and remind you of what that moral is when I'm powering down the street. Love ya. Shit, I gotta go.